KPIX 5's Da Lin live at a Brentwood fire station to explain why people may have to wait a lot longer for help to arrive. Da?
Well, Ken, East Contra Costa Fire Protection District has been relying heavily on help from a nearby fire agency for mutual aid. Well, starting on May 1st, they'll get less of that help.
The service levels today in the month of April are inadequate. This is going to actually make our situation worse.
House fires, car accidents, and medical emergencies like a heart attack. The East Contra Costa Fire Protection District Chief says it'll likely take them longer to respond to those emergencies. And he says that means people could die and houses will burn down.
I worried about that yesterday, I worry about it today, and as of May 1st, I'm going to worry about it more.
He says they just don't have enough funding. They've closed a number of stations, now just down to 3 stations to cover 250 square miles, from Brentwood up to Bethel Island and down to Discovery Bay. So in recent years, they've relied on neighboring Contra Costa County Fire Protection District to provide mutual aid every day. But that agency is seeing an increase in its own 911 call volume and just doesn't have enough firefighters to go help East Contra Costa Fire Protection.
And the bottom line is that they can't continue to subsidize our agency like they have for many, many years.
The chief says in March, the average response time was 8 minutes and 8 seconds, longer than the national average. Well, that will likely be even slower starting in May. The president of the Firefighters Union calls it a safety crisis. He worries about both the public and his firefighters. Instead of 15 firefighters, the new standard will be 9 firefighters responding to a structure fire.
I'm concerned about our guys having to put themselves out there and overextend themselves, and then something happening.
Voters in this area have voted down every tax measure to fund the department in recent years.
I'm not in favor of a new tax because it doesn't fix a problem, but it's unlikely, based on history, that a new parcel tax will pass.
Right now, no new tax measure in this area, but city leaders say that is something that they have to look at to address this issue. Live in Brentwood, I'm Da Lin, KPIX 5.